Well, we should be good. And let's just double check. 1 second, please. Un momento, por favor. Ah, I know what the issue is. Hold on. Hold on. I think we need to go. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Alright, now we should be good. That's my bad. That's my bad. Okay, so I can't actually set that stream to private. I actually have to make that public. Then we should be good. Alright, there we go. Okay, figured that out. I was like, why are we not live on YouTube? Oh, hey, shut up, other me. Shut up, other me. There we go. All right, well, hello and welcome, people of the internet. We're jumping in here a bit earlier than I thought, but I really want to play. So, here we are. Oh boy, it's nighttime. Yeah, I don't really want to be walking around at night. Let's go ahead and... So, our plan right now, eventually we're going to be coming back here and kind of clearing out this section of the beach, but first thing, we got to make it over to Shadow of the Horns. Oh crap, I keep doing that. I keep hitting right click because when we go in the inventory, I guess from here it doesn't close it, but we can go back. I need to make some more health potions. Probably, how are we doing on food? We're doing okay on food. So we need to make it back, or we need to make it to Horn of the South, first of all. So that way I can drop off, here we go. Let's go ahead and sleep. So that way we can drop off a lot of our stuff. Unfortunately, with where we're at right now, our inventory is very full. Ah, crap. The incoming weird night. What the frick? What's a weird night? Can I just go back to sleep? Okay. Just let me sleep. Okay. Seems fine. Yeah, and I already emptied all these. Okay. So yeah, I've got to make it back. Oh, wait, have I not been in here? Smuggler's Bay Caves. Okay, so we're gonna come back here. So actually, let me mark that off because we're gonna go there first. But I have to make it back because I need to hit the stash. I need to drop off a bunch of my ingredients because right now I don't need them. I will need them later, but they're taking up a bunch of inventory space, and we can't have that as we're gobbling up all the loot. Can't have that. We are doing okay money-wise, though. You know, I think we have close to, like, 2K gold. But, to be fair, I don't know how much gold we're going to need in the future, so it never hurts to save a little bit more. Might as well collect some carbs while we're here. Why not? We're going to be dropping them off anyway. Ooh, this weapon is way better for carb hunting. Oh my god, this puts sword to shame. Okay, we did miss there. Yeah, poking is so much better than slashing. Oh my god, we're getting so many carbs. Carbs are the enemy, though. There we go. Double carb? Yeah, double carb. Let's go. Man, we're going to be ready for some carb salad. Look at all of them. Ooh. Okay, that one was evasive. There we go. We get 1 or 2 more. Nope, there's none on the way. Okay. Let us continue. Let's make our way up. Have I collected from here yet? There's nothing in there, so I suppose not. Let's see. So we have a cave up there, which we can eventually go check out. There's also some mining up there. There is a tough enemy in there, though, so we'll see how that goes. That also takes us to like a second, kind of second area. What spell do I have equipped right now? Oh, I got my bleeds. Actually, I should never, with this weapon, I should never start out with magic, because we get the bonus on full health enemies. Yeah, we get automatic crits. Oh, I'm out of staminas. All right, let's get some of our health back here. Let's put a bleed on him. Okay. Actually, these spells are going to work kind of nice together, right? Because if we're reapplying bleeds with our spell, we keep increasing the stacks. Blood Lake. Is there anything actually in here? Ooh, I don't really... Ooh, I don't really want to go swimming. We're here, so we might as well check the bottom, see if there's any, like, chests down here before we forget. Is there anything down there? No, I don't see anything down there. Let's catch our breath real quick. Because that'd be nasty, breathing in, like, drowning in blood. Ooh. Huh. I don't... Oh, what do we have over here? A door underwater? Blood Cave. Okay, we'll come back to Blood Cave later. I was thinking maybe there would just be a chest, but there's an actual whole cave down here. An empty corpse. Some copper? Give me that copper proper? Fantastic. Yeah, so I didn't think about the synergy here between our melee weapon and our spell. Something that I didn't necessarily think about when kind of potentially planning out this build. So hopefully we can find some stuff kind of like this with other spells. Again, I kind of plan for the build to be a little bit more control magic based than I do damage magic based. Ooh, there's a creeper. There be a creeper. Oh, we got... Oh, daffodils. Got some rock over here. I mean, while we're going to drop stuff off, we might as well collect it all. Yeah, so, like, all this ore, obviously, like, you know, we can't do anything with it as we're walking around. Okay, my muscle memory is making it so that I want to do that. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's the Summon Corpse Eater. That's the Summon Keeper? Okay. We also have Hailstone. I don't know that I would necessarily... Oh, you know what? I should definitely set that up, actually, now that I think about it. Because we have actually fought enemies who are immune to both the spells we have active. Or they were immune to fire? No, they were immune to blood and resistant to fire. So we should have that set up just in case. And we've been down there. Oh, wait. More daffodils. Delicious! Hold on, I know this guy. What? Hello, Dasha. How you doing? It's been a long time. You do, in fact... Oh, a goat. Oh, that's apparently a deer. Okay, yeah, I guess that's a deer. Make an animal, offering of animal parts. I don't have any antler fragments. Wait, is that permanent? That's insane if that's permanent. It's been a minute. I have been back for quite a while now. It is you who have not been here. Well, as far as on Twitch goes, it is, yes. It has been a minute, for sure. Yeah, I've been... Ooh, hang on. Let's stab him in the back. I missed. Yeah, it's been a little while. I've been trying to figure out exactly kind of where I want to be living now in the content world. So I've kind of been back mostly on just YouTube, doing a lot of like roguelite stuff, roguelikes and roguelites for about the past year now, kind of covering those. And then I had like this weird, oh man, like a weird crisis where I didn't know what I wanted to do. My content kept switching, and now I'm just more in like the RPG vein. It's been doing me good. It's been doing me good. I've been having fun, but this game is great. Let's see. Oh, so I guess I just get that automatically. I thought I would have to activate that to get it. No, these people don't have anything. Bummer. Wait, get me up! Get me up! Get me up! Okay, there we go. I was like, don't make me go around. Oh my god, come on. Come on! We gotta do the sky. There we go. I was gonna say, we're based off Skyrim. We can do the Skyrim jump. But... yeah, for sure. It was, you know, there was a lot of moving stuff. Oh yeah, there's a whole village up here. I gotta not do that right now. I'll come back for that. God, I keep doing that. Gotta go there next. Yeah, a lot of it too was just like, what exactly is keeping me entertained? What is fun? Honestly, for a while, I thought I was going to go into Fire Emblem, actually. And I was going to kind of, like, focus a lot on that. Oh, give me the antlers. Give me the antlers! But then a lot of cool RPGs started coming out. And I've always enjoyed playing these. Tried to play Oblivion, the Oblivion remaster, for a little bit, because I'd never played Oblivion. And unfortunately, then, I ran into massive computer problems, which kind of stopped me. Okay, now this guy's a pain. We could technically talk to him, but he wants to fight, and if we fight, he kills us. So I would like to not do that. Yeah, we're gonna come back and clear them out later. But for right now, we're just making our way up to this hold. Something. But I was running into a lot of frustrations with that one too. Here, computer woes were a trend. Well, so the thing was, my computer problems were just computer problems. I guess technically I was having some issues with Oblivion and my computer and running it properly. There were definitely some issues there, but most of, like, my big issues were just, I think, coming from my motherboard. Oh, okay, we're over encumbered. That one shovel was way too heavy. There we go, we're good now. So I've been having troubles. Well, I've been having troubles with a couple things in my computer for a while. The big thing first is okay, so I've basically confirmed at this point that my memory has major issues. So the thing that was bugging me though was that there is a issue with the board I specifically had, no longer have, with the Elgato 4K capture card, in that it basically doesn't recognize it. And so I would sit here, if my computer shut off, I would have to sit here for an hour resetting my computer until it eventually recognized it, which is obviously a pain. And I also had the issue where, like, so then I would just leave my computer running, right? Because if I didn't restart, it was fine, it would connect. But for some reason, my computer would just restart itself occasionally, and I don't exactly know why. Screw it, we stealing. I don't know why these blueberries are owned to somebody, but we're stealing them. And so that was a pain. But then I started having issues. Well, that was like the big issue. The memory issue I've had for a while, where I tried to enable the XMP profile so that way I could run my memory at max speed, because it was just running at the default speed. And so when I did that, for whatever reason, my boot up time was really slow. Like, it went from 10 to 15 seconds to maybe a minute, which is weird. But other than that, I didn't really have any other problems until I got this new board. Then I tried running it at full speed, and I got 3 blue screens literally within like 30 seconds of booting my computer. So that kind of confirms to me, and it said in the error, it said like memory service something. So that says to me that for some reason I can't run these at max speed. But yeah, so I ended up like swapping out the motherboard. When I first swapped it out, I had no power to my system at all, and I couldn't figure it out. I spent like 3 hours trying to figure out why I was not getting power. And all it was my CPU was like 0.5 millimeter out of the seating. It was like, ugh. I contacted Newegg and I was like, I gotta send this back. The board's dead. It doesn't power on. And as I was taking everything apart, the last thing I was taking apart was the CPU. And so I picked up the latch and I noticed it was a little bit off and I went, dink. And then everything, just all the fans, all the RGB, it all kicked on. I was like, all that work. Should have just checked that. How's a third-person view? I haven't played with third-person view yet. It's fine. I think it's serviceable. Some of the animations are kind of... I mean, they're fine. There's actually, now that I see it, it's easier to see in the grass, but there's actually there's like a little ghosting effect. I think it's actually a highlight to like highlight your character. My apartment is literally shaking right now. But there's actually a warning, or not really a warning, but kind of a cautionary, hey, we didn't design this game with third person in mind notification from the devs when you first start. It says like you can play in third person, but we didn't necessarily design the game around that, so just be aware that that's probably not going to be the cleanest experience. Hello? Hello? Okay, that didn't work. Get up, soldier! The enemy is coming! That got him up.
What's happening? In the name of the All Mother, what are you doing? I could have stabbed you. Wait, I haven't seen you before.
You couldn't? You're so drunk you can barely hold your sword.
I'm not. I could have sliced you up like a fish. Like a potato, but I didn't.
Boil, mash them, stick them in the stew. I'm a traveler. I was told I'd find safe haven here in the Horns.
But we don't just let anybody in, pal. You need to have things. Proof. Things to prove you're safe for haven. Yeah.
Here, I have the spin. I was told I'd find safe haven here in the Horns.
I can't say I see it very clearly at this.
It's a little blurry, huh?
Moment, but it does look important. Very official.
Very indeed.
I remember Fergus said something about all these emblems once. Oh, yes, I remember now. I welcome thee, ye royal person, on behalf of the keepers. You are a great friend.
Dude, it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. You're already this plastered?
Speak with Fergus. He's our quartermaster. He runs things around here in the captain's absence.
Oh, see, I missed that the first time I played through this. I thought Fergus was the captain. But we gotta remember, Brandon's the captain. He's the guy we actually want to talk to.
Open it up, boys.
You prefer third person? I totally get that. I mean, it's not like the third person is bad. I haven't seen any issues with it. I mean, there's definitely some times where the animations are going to be a little wonky, just because, again, they didn't focus on them. But yeah, you know, to each their own. I can definitely see how someone preferred third person to first person. Whispers. Alright, so let's go ahead. So Fergus is way back there in the corner, obviously, from the labels. So let's go. Actually, let's put away our weapon. We don't need to have that. Cillian, what's up?
In the name of our eternally reigning majesty King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Tables. I am obliged to inform you that fighting those who actively break the law and reject the rules of the crown is the duty and pride of every subject. As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit roving the area, as long as adequate proof is provided. I also recommend checking the bounty board for information on wanted criminals, especially those considered particularly dangerous. Please, state your business.
Oh, cool. So we're going to actually be able to play like a Witcher build. Like literally go after the bounties of people. Well, it's not monsters. I guess technically you could argue that maybe they're monsters, metaphorically. I'd like to collect a bounty for bandits, please.
Really? You fought bandits and killed them? Oh, I want to hear all the details. Here's your reward, but promise you'll tell me everything.
What about, I don't think I've killed any bandit leaders.
Someone finally checked out the notices I was posting on the board. Go chop off some heads.
Oh, well, thank you. You're a representative of Camelot?
That's correct. My name is Killian.
Oh,
I was
Killian.
sent here from the capital to see how the horns of the south are handling the...
Oh yeah, I guess Killian Murphy is a
and
Killian,
also
not a
to encourage
Cillian.
the keepers to fight.
Sorry, Killian. I know everyone says your name wrong. If Camelot knows about the bandits, why didn't they send the army?
The situation with the Pict and Del Rita savages is precarious. Too bad we can't get rid of them as easily as we did the Druids. There have also been rumors that we might soon have a civil war on our hands, so Camelot cannot afford to spread our forces too thin.
Civil War?
I don't really have much more to tell. It's hard to get any updates here. I only know that the new Lancelot has not been very popular, and that's putting it mildly. The Witch Morgaine would have been burnt at the stake long ago.
Say the
if everyone
new
got so
Lancelot?
late.
So is Lancelot a
Congress
title in this
seems to
world?
keep forgetting
Or in
the
this
rest
version?
And loudly demanding changes. Everything is falling apart.
Okay.
Oh, hey, before you go, I can see the blood loss in your eyes, you know. It takes one to know one.
Is it that obvious?
Free of charge. If you're seeking scum to slay, you'll find bandits in the ruins of a merchant settlement nearby. It's worth visiting if you haven't already.
Murder on demand. Alright, so let's pick up these bounties here. The head of Senya the Giant. In an abandoned village near the King's Road. Admirable size. The bandit known as Senin the Giant is wanted for murder and robbery. Extremely strong and dangerous. Do not approach alone. Be cautious of his two-handed sword. Definitely not a metaphor for anything. Alright, so let's grab all that. God, that is some heavy paper. Oh, buddy. So unfortunately, I still need to get rid of something. I don't want to get rid of anything, though. I like all my stuff. Actually, I don't have to. Let me go over here. Let me sell you something. Let me sell you something so I'm not so heavy. Please. What's up, girly?
All mother's tits.
Oh, that's...
Had it with this bunch of repressed virgins. And who might you be?
The...
You don't look like one of them.
Oh, well, thank you. You seem angry.
Oh, do I now? You would be too if you had to deal with those sniveling morons when they're up to something. Don't look at me like that. You don't get as far in life as I have if you can't smell bullshit from a mile away. There's something fishy going on here. But I'll get to the bottom of it. And here's a brilliant idea. You're going to help me.
Oh, am I? I might, but not for free.
Straight to the point, huh?
Yeah, you don't know me.
I'll pay you.
Good.
And who knows, you might even get a discount on my wares.
Ooh, we like discounts. What do you need?
I just need you to go to Brandon and find out why that slime ball is pretending not to know I'm here. Tell him I'm waiting with his delivery. Although I'm pretty sure he knows this already.
Who's Brandon? We know who
don't
Brandon
know?
is.
He's the captain of this entire circus. I thought since they let you in, you must have an in with him. But it turns out you know even less than I do. There's something going on, you know? They don't want anybody to know, but I can feel it. I've been doing business with the captain for years now. Then suddenly I found myself stuck here. They won't let me further in, not even to set up camp.
I wonder if Brandon has Red
They
Death.
won't let me out either.
I mean,
Anyway,
that's
good luck to
like
you.
really jumping to conclusions. but if he just all of a sudden stopped, like, picking stuff up, I wonder if that's why. Maybe there's something else I can help you with.
You do realize you won't score any points with the Keepers by helping me, right? Those holier-than-thou soldier boys have no idea what it takes to be a merchant in this sorry world. The things we have to do sometimes aren't exactly done according to the rule book.
I don't care as long as I'm getting paid.
All right. A woman named Ness has my cargo and I need it back. I don't know where she is, but starting the search near the Arkspire seems like a good idea. And yes, you'll get paid. Just bring me the wares.
I like the monies. Okay, let's open your shop. You have anything cool here? Traveler's Rope. Increases movement speed multiplier by 10% when not in combat. Well, I don't have the endurance. Oh, we can buy the Traveler's Pants, though. Perhaps there's a sisterhood built around them. A sketchbook and a spyglass. Allows for scouting. Oh, interesting. So, spear is getting sold. What other, like, basic stuff? I want to keep all this, like, blue stuff. I want to hold on to that. That does put me under, so I don't technically need to sell anything else. You can just sell that. I don't need one. Okay. Yeah, at this point, we're fine. I'm not going to sell anything else. It's all stuff I'm holding on to.
Let me guess. Camelot, no? Timberwall, also no? So you're not from the north? Ah, of course.
You must be from Quanacht.
That's a mouthful. Quanacht.
Oh, who's in charge there now?
I don't know. I'm from nowhere.
Nowhere?
I'm a traveler.
Never heard about it. Must be a shithole like no other. And I think I won't learn much about politics.
It's actually in the head of some, like, weird celestial.
No, people are talking about rising unrest in the north, and a secret coalition preparing a coup at the highest levels of power. And that whole plague thing is just a tool to reach their final goal. The Red Priests are also trying to get something out of it.
And to be honest, it's not gone too bad for them. The Druids are out of the picture already.
Man, there's some real hate for the Druids.
Well, sure. They want to establish a new order on our island. And it's not clear who's involved in the whole mess.
Maybe. Maybe our captain is even involved. Hell knows. They have their people everywhere. Damn it, you could be one of them too. Although when I look at you, I don't think so. You have such a stupid face. With all due respect, of course.
How freaking rude! Look at your stupid face. You and your shaved, chiseled off beard. Your mouth a little bit too low. Your eyes a little bit too white.
You know, I've been thinking lately.
Frick you too.
What if King Arthur is just a stupid fairy tale?
You're
What if
stupid.
the nobles and others involved in the whole conspiracy just made him up?
Everything is stupid to this guy.
Eventually just
Although then
started
maybe I
to
shouldn't be
believe it.
offended, because if everything is stupid, then nothing is stupid.
One story for everyone. They drilled it into our heads, and drilled until it finally stuck. And then they built statues, wrote books, and everything else.
They even made an animated movie. You might be right.
You finally get it. It's just a pity that there are so few like us. Well, we just have to keep going, eh? And while we're at it, I have to get back to work. I'm on duty.
Dude, I've been looking at his quiver for so long, thinking, oh yeah, he's just got a rifle on his back. Like it looks like the stock of a rifle. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't exactly exist here. All right, what's up, Fergus?
Sir, I haven't seen you before. I wasn't expecting any guests, and you don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you in. He's not drinking again, I hope.
He was pretty drunk.
Most unfortunate. But that That explains why you just strutted into the horns. I'm afraid I'll have to take action. The
Yeah,
name's
that makes
Finn,
sense.
And I assume you already know I'm the quartermaster here. Now state your business.
Bring me to your leader.
Try to be convincing, or the walls of this fortress will be the last thing you'll ever see.
Bring me to your leader. I got this pin from a friend. I assume you know what it means?
Yes, I know. And that's why you're still standing in front of me. However, these pens were only given to certain people. They mean that in times of trouble, these people will always find a safe haven here in the Horns.
That's what I was told.
That makes me wonder, what happened to your friend? Where is he?
I think the water swallowed him. We got shipwrecked on the way, but he could have made it.
If what you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with somebody well above my pay grade. And that leaves only the captain.
So where is this
However,
Brandon
if you're
person?
lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a knight of the Round Table. But nobody's that much of a fool, I think. Fortunately for you...
Wait, so the guy that he's a knight of the Round Table?
And you don't look like one. Fortunately for me, this pen only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out with whatever you're up to. Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. Make yourself at home.
Oh, well, thank you. I'd like to speak with the captain.
Just as I thought. If you have friends among the knights, you'll want to talk to the captain. But that's not happening anytime soon.
Why?
Because I said so. What? Did you really expect that you could just enter our keep and head straight for the captain's quarters?
Kinda, sorta, yeah, I did figure that, actually.
Here if anyone could just do that, would there?
Ooh, we could threaten? We only have 2 strength. There's no way this is 2. This pin should tell you I've got some friends in high places.
So what?
So they're taller than you. They can see the top of your head. Just tell me where he is.
And have you helped any of my people? Or are you just here to wave that pin in my face again? First, show me you care. And then I'll take you to the captain. I can't have every random stray wasting his time. Not now, when the outcome of the war with its tribes is so precarious. I trust we understand each other?
So you're just looking for a fool to do your dirty work?
Say something like that again, and you can forget about ever meeting
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm serious. Don't
Chill out.
test my patience.
Chill out. It was a joke. Fergus wants me to prove myself before I can speak to the captain. Alright. Ninian is dead. He asked me to bring you this.
Ninian. I knew the Red Death would take him.
So I think this is the guy who was on the, like, the cutting table, and we accidentally killed, but we're supposed to kill him.
The Horns look after their own, even after they're gone.
He kind of got in the crossfire of a fight.
Now that I think of it, how did you manage to get hold of his tag?
He wasn't taken by the Red Death. The Red Priest tortured him in the island asylum.
Tortured? In the asylum? You can't expect me to take that at face value. Brother Rialgan said Ninian was too weak to survive the journey. They came for him, and we even held a symbolic keeper's burial for him. And what were you doing in the island asylum? You look fine, but if you were there, near him...
We're gonna keep this info a little bit close to our chest. It was a misunderstanding. The Red Priest caught the wrong person.
I'm sorry this happened to you. Still, you have to understand. Now that you've told me this, I'll be keeping a close eye on you. No risks can be taken when it comes to the...
Yeah, I was just gonna bring that up as, like, that's a fine excuse for why we were there, but it doesn't necessarily excuse why we don't have the Red Death. I found a piece of metal with an inscription. Do you know what it is?
That's one of our tags. Every soldier gets one when they pledge their loyalty. I just hope the body you took it from was already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble. You know, here's what I'm thinking. If you stumble over any of our fallen keepers out there, bring me their tags. Sure, they all swore to stay here until the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became of them. It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back.
Ooh, more gold. More gold. Oh, we got 100 gold? Dang. You got anything else for me? Tell me about this place. Oh, man, what if we actually... I don't want to reveal that yet. Is there anything I can help you with?
We've been having trouble with the dead lately. The kind that don't want to rest in peace. There are more and more of them roaming the area. It might just be the weirdness, as it has been steadily creeping closer from the north. But somehow I doubt it. Anyway, I suggest you go see Marg first. He knows best what's going on there.
Alright. Wait, who's Mark?
He's our huntsman. He keeps us stocked with meat, so the lads don't have to live on fish alone. They get pretty grumpy when that happens.
Yeah, I would
Right
get
now,
grumpy too.
Marg is
I need
eating
red
those
meat.
who's
Oh
allowed
my
to
god, I
eat
can't
them.
live without the red meat.
I'm not about to risk the life of our last link to the outside world, especially when you're so eager to lend a hand.
Alright, I'll do that.
Try not to get yourself killed, and get rid of whatever's been causing the problem.
I have another tag.
You know where to find me if you come across any more.
300 coins? About the Forgotten... Oh, no, I haven't done that yet. Okay.
If
Leave.
you need
Alrighty. So... Yeah, we can't steal any of that. So, let's throw our stuff into the stash. We got a bunch of stuff we can throw in here. So we want to keep the Traveler's Pants. We'll put the blueberry... So, I need to figure out if I can use the stuff while it's in the stash. So, like this... Need that. I guess for right now, I'm just gonna throw everything in here because I have quite a few. Like, I'm gonna keep all the stuff to make more health potions. I'm kind of hoping they made this as simple as possible so that if it's in my stash, I can use it from there. Oh, no. We keep the food. Let's see. Yeah, spell power goes away. Physical damage. Oh, why haven't I been wearing this? Rage damage, that goes away. Food stays. Tiny glass bottle, that can go back. That can go back. That can go away. The hearts can go away. Why am I all the way down at the bottom? Let's put all this heavy stuff away. All my carbs, the spoiled meat, the copper ore. Why does he keep bringing me down to the bottom? Oh, I probably should have sold that. That can go in there. That can go in there. All this blue gear can go in here. Protection. We're going to hold on to this just in case we ever need it for a boss fight. All of my arrows, these can all go in here. The origin potions can go in here. I don't need those readily available. We do the mace. All these arrows. Oh my god, our weight is so much better. Oh my god. We'll save these. Greatly reduces HP and mana, but locks stamina at 100%. Why would that be a bad thing? Oh, greatly reduces. I was thinking increases. Yep, so we'll keep all our alcohol, assuming that, again, we can use all the stuff in here. Ogre Claw, Groats. Hunter's Amulet can go in here. Rope can go in here. Rosemary goes in here. That goes. This all goes. We keep all the food. Bones go. Strawberries go. Honey. Oh my god, we have so much stuff. So much stuff. Alright, so there seems to be a little bit of a hiccup here, or a bug or something. It's causing me to keep jump back down. I don't know if we use it for upgrading equipment. Oh, yeah. We can go to the blacksmith. That in there. These are just our regular... No, these are copper arrows. We did get rid of our bow, though. We'll still hold on to it, but we'll put them in here for now, in case we need them later. Some butter. Banishes the target, making it disappear for 8 seconds. Summons are banished for eternity instead. What? I don't even know what that is. We'll keep all that. Wooden arrows, we can put those back. Monster blood. We'll sell the wine goblets. Keep all this. That can go away. I don't know if there's any reason to have more than one spell. Fisheye, those can all go. Athlete's Pride, that can go in there. Essence of Wind, that's fine. Ring of Protection, Ring of Toughness. Oh, that could have helped before. That could have helped. It's fine, we'll put that in there. Weird Plasm. Anything else? Oh, we got more arrows here. God, stop doing that. Okay, are we finally good? I think we're finally good. We got our letters. Oh my god, we're mighty light now. So, I need to find... Oh, I suppose I can try and cook. I was gonna say, I would like to find an alchemy table to see if I can alchemize with stuff from my stash. Dude, that's so good. Oh, thank God they did that. Okay. That is fantastic. That's so good. So our stash literally acts like... Yeah, because I don't have any food on me. I don't have any of the ingredients. Oh, that's so good. Which means that I can now put all my alcohol in here as well. And get that off. There we go. Crafting. Yep, so all this can get stored as well. We'll keep the coatings. Yeah, so we'll keep all that stuff. These we're going to sell. Fan-freaking-tastic. 28? Dude, that's... Oh my god, I'm so happy about that. It's such a small thing, but it's just like... The fact that I don't have to worry about, like, oh, exactly what, you know, ingredients do I need to carry with me at all times. Such a load off my shoulder. You know, it's like, oh, but it's not real. Sorry, dude, I'm taking all this. You know, it's like, oh, but it's not realistic. It's like, who cares? It's just such an annoying thing to have to deal with for inventory management. Just let me throw it all in my stash and just make with it. That's such a nice quality of life feature. All right, so let's talk to our blacksmith boy. I gotta see if this the armor recipe that we found is any good. Rope we can make with that. All right, what's up, dude?
Boy, friend, a question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting.
But
it's good to see a new face in this sad hole. Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbert, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened?
Do you have any work for me?
Ha! Friend, I wish.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Task
I would help him out
might be a bit too
if he got the
difficult
money.
to handle. Unless you're a master
Gotta have the money,
goldsmith,
money.
feel free to prove it, and I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either.
There must be something I can help you out with.
Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is.
That's sure.
Since
Teach me.
you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemists.
Once or
They're
twice.
likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides, huh? We should start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you can bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Fair enough. Corpse Eater rags. Thing here. The grindstone is definitely over here. Okay, so handcrafting here. Oh, but I only have leather enough for one of these. Wait, what happened to the other recipe I had? Do I still have that on me? Or did I put it away? Shit, I put it away. God dang it. Alright, stash time. Yeah, what happened to the rest? Maybe I can't use it yet? Books. Wait, what the frick? Where'd it go? Huh. I don't know where that recipe book went. Okay, so I can't actually handcraft. Oh, I suppose that I can make some leather. Unfortunately, I'm still... Yeah, I'm... Oh, no, I have enough. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and craft this. Nice. We'd also make a leather jacket, leather gloves. Unless this is the stuff that was part of that recipe. But I don't think it was. It is Corpse Eater stuff, so it could be. We can armor weight reduction, attach relics, but I don't think we have any relics. Oh, you could add a relic slot. Oh, so we have to... Okay, so we have to do that first. Well, I don't think I have any relics, so we're not going to do that yet. So what does upgrading do? So we need... Obviously, I'm out of leather, so I can't do that. Adds armor. Doesn't look like it adds any weight, though, which is nice. Oh, wait, what about my weapon? I need sharpening stones. I need iron ore. Oh, so... Oh, wait, did I need sharpening stones to make that? No. But I have sharpening stones. Interesting. So it looks like upgrading, I actually need to have this on me? Hang on, let me go check this out one more time. Because to craft, I don't have to have the sharpening stones on, or I don't have to have the ingredients on me. So I guess for sharpen, like for upgrading, I do. Okay, am I crazy? Oh wait, that's put. I want to take. Yeah, I have sharpening stones. So I guess for some crafting, we'll take the copper too, just so that way I have it. Huh, so I guess for some crafting, you do have to have it in your inventory. Why does it still say that I'm... Why does it have that blood mark on screen? Let's see if reloading will fix it. Make that go away. Okay, there we go. Huh, yeah, so it looks like then I actually have to have this stuff in my inventory. Weird. Weird. Need leather for all that. Okay, but we can get an extra damage on this for only 100 gold. Nice. Okay, so let's do that. Weight reduction. Yeah, so we're gonna reduce the weight of that quite a bit. Because that was kind of one of the issues we were having before, is that this was so heavy that I was almost in heavy. So that will allow me to wear... So once we get, like, better gloves, we can swap that. Oh, I am wearing this. Okay, my bad, my bad. Yeah, I can't wear this yet. Increase attack speed by 5%. I don't have near the dexterity for that, right? Like, I'm not wearing any shoes, so eventually I'm going to have to find shoes. But that should help us out a little bit there. Okay, so let's go up. I gotta rest anyway, so we'll go ahead, throw all this stuff in the stash, and we'll rest for the night, and then we'll talk to the smith. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there was just a graphical bug there. And that's it. And we will rest until morning. I'm not sure exactly what time everyone gets up. I've kind of just been doing like 8 or 9 o'clock. Can I re-pick these? No. So what do you teach me if I make this for you? Anything good? I made the armor based on your notes.
Well, now, that's not half bad. Not half bad at all. Solid work, and you didn't skimp on the details. You've nailed the basics. So how about we try something a bit fancier, huh?
Oh, what do you have in the shop? I should have checked this out. The art of making arrows. How to forge iron without making a fool of yourself. All right. We don't need any of this right now. So we could buy arrows from him. Oh, we could buy any of the crafting regions we need. He has sharpening stones, flame resin. He has a long sword. All right. Oh, and you can just sell from your dude, that's... Oh, my God. I know it's a small thing, but all of this crafting stuff is so nice and convenient. What's up, buddy?
You're the reason they put me here. You just wait until they let me out.
Oh, it's the drunk.
Your own mother won't recognize you. Come a little closer so I can spit in your face.
We actually got him punished. A drunk keeper guarding the gate. You did this to yourself, buddy.
Nobody asked.
Just push off that blame. Not our fault.
I drink because guarding that empty gate is the most boring shit in the world. What's it to you anyway, huh? Maybe I was drunk, but the gate was guarded. It's not your damn pin. I wouldn't even let you in. But all is not lost. We can still be friends.
Oh my God, even now, still wants alcohol.
Huh? I'll forget this insult. I'm not guarding the gate right this second, am I? There's nothing wrong with having a little sip, right? Come on, don't be like that. Just a drop. That's all I ask.
Oh my god. Forget the booze. Preferably forever. You've already drunk enough for a lifetime.
Right. That's for me to decide. If you don't even want to help me with such a tiny thing, then get out of my sight. Me a throw past to the bone, you grateful bastard.
It does look like I might be able to get something from him. If I have some alcohol. So we'll take a look around and see if there's any. Otherwise, I'm just going to obviously go grab some from my stash. Nope, there's nothing there. Sneak! The power of sneak! Canine meat! Oh, I suppose that came from a wolf, not a dog. I was a little worried there. I was like, these people eat dog? Okay, nothing there. Oh, perhaps does this chick sell alcohol? I mean, you've got some right there. Can you just sell some to me? You got nothing. What the frick? Potato. What crate? Hey, there we go. It's a very particular crate. It only wants to be selected at one spot. Is that free? That's free cabbage. Oh, that's a lot of free tomatoes. We'll take all that. We'll take all this. All of this is mine. That's mine. That's mine. This is all mine. I know I'm new here, but, you know, that's just how the world works. What's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. I want that. Why can't I... Thank you. Let's see. So we've already been over there. Can I go in here? Brother Riggins' quarters. It's morning. He shouldn't be in here. Brother Riggin. Well, there's our alcohol. Reinforced chest, you say? Not today, it's not. Ah, shit. There we go. Give me the coin. Yep, give me all that. Amphor. What the frick is an amphor? History of the Island Asylum. That's too dang long. Ooh, coins. Gimme, gimme. Wine pitcher. You know what I kind of like that they've done is that if you're gonna steal something, I don't know if that's just a pitcher. You actually have to hold E, so that way you don't like accidentally steal something in front of somebody. That was always a problem with the Elder Scrolls games. Is I'd literally just be like looking around a shop, accidentally hit pick up, and then they're like, "Hey, we got a thief here." It's like, no, no, you don't. Okay, so let's make a bunch of these. So we should be good now. We can come out here. Let's go ahead and level up. And then we'll go ahead and get this alcohol to our brother, which, you know, unfortunately, we've put in a bit of a predicament. Okay, so what do we want to get here? I guess I don't want to be spread too thin too early. Do I have a... man, do I have a need... The problem is I don't know what, like, gear I'm going to have a need for. I guess we'll just keep going with spirituality for now. See, like I could see endurance being needed. I could see literally all of these being needed, but I don't want to be too spread out. Yeah, let's do a point in spirituality. Then for skill trees, so we're going into one hand, and we want. Okay, so we're not going into ambidextrous. Yeah, so we're not doing the two one-handed weapons. Consecutive hit. I don't know that we need that right now. Heavy attacks with one-handed weapons reduce target stamina by 5% of the inflicted damage. Could do that, or we could go further into spirituality. Elemental shock seems kind of worthless. Gain 10 max mana. I don't think we need that yet. I don't know what a cube is. Oh, healing. Oh, no. I don't necessarily need that. Crafting and trading. Selling items 20% more profitable. Oh, heck yeah. If an enemy has an active status effect on them, they take 10% more damage. I think we are good. Yeah, we wanted to go a little bit into this. So that way when we're applying our burn, we can do a little bit more damage. And we can apply bleed. We got a couple status effects right now, so we can definitely do some of that. Oh, hey, he got out. Okay, so it must have just been a short quest thing. Like, if you get it, you get it. If not, not a big deal. Okay, so if we wanted to, we would go here. Oh, man, you know what, though? I don't have the stuff to fast travel. I don't know how to get these whispers that allow us to fast travel. So we got a bunch of caves here that I've kind of passed along the way that I think I want to make sure that we just get done. Fingerless Colm. Wait, what is that? I don't remember what that is. So this is the way of the main quest. We're going to go do this little village over here, clear this out, and then I think we're going to go to Blood Lake and do that first. I don't want to forget to do that. That stuff hasn't respawned yet. Oh, shrooms. Be fair with me. Be quiet.
Something's not right.
Be. He found us! Blast him!
I'll fight till I die.
Get wrecked, prick. Okay, well, there's our boots that we've needed. Okay, kind of, not really. It's really not boots. We need something better than that. Otherwise, our tootsies are going to get cold. Okay, where? Okay, so there's a guy there. There's a guy over there. They killed a man. Doesn't look like there's anyone back here.
We're being watched.
Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work.
You'll regret this.
Oh man, the reach on this weapon's so good.
This is going to hurt.
Come on, buddy.
You're no match for our band.
Oh, look how strong we are with one hand. We send him flying. Yep, I will take all. Actually, I'm just going to take everything you have. Okay. Let's double check our armor here. Yeah, we don't need those. Nice. Okay, now we have actual shoes on. Great. Ooh, I want the chest. I guess the only potential downside with this weapon is technically we do want to attack with it first as opposed to like breaking enemies with magic. A claymore! Can we use that? I mean, we can, but is it 7 strength? Well, frick. Why am I? Oh, yeah, because I selected the wrong one. That's my bad. That's my bad. Yeah, so sneaking up and using magic isn't isn't like what I need. Seems like it's going to be a huge battle. Well, not if I can help it. We're going to sneak. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to be super sneaky. Poke in the oh shit, I missed. Oh, give him the pokes. Oh, he just bled out. I was like, "What are you doing there?" And then he's like, "Yeah, I've had enough." Okay, we gotta get some bleeding action. I gotta get some of my health back. Nice. Okay, so more last stand. We got a lot of items that are potentially good for just like boss fights. That I don't really want to waste. Ooh, another chest. That I don't really want to waste on just like regular fights. Druid's friend. A poniard? What is that? Is that like a rapier? It's a one-handed weapon? Oh, weird. It doesn't even look like a sword. It just looks like a pick or something. There we go. Blood magic. A wood saw? Yikes. I would much prefer not to have my limbs cut off with a wooden saw. Bleed, good sir. Bleed for me. But what if you did?
You'll be fertilizing the soil.
Well, good sir. Thank you for presenting yourself to me. Get some tomatoes. I too like my beef just left out. Just left out at room temperature. Let's sneak him in the butt. Let's sneak him in the butt. Stab him in the butt. That was a big hit. Oh, did he just bleed out? Oh, look at all this nice stuff. Worn out heavy boots. Okay, are those better than the boots I have? Oh, much better. Oh, we're just barely on the threshold. Just barely of medium armor. Oh, King's Road. There was something here. I think there's a bounty that we need on King's Road. Good lord. I wonder if we can get a stronger life siphoning spell. God, they got everything locked around here. It's almost like they don't want people getting their stuff. Ooh, a recurve bow. That's a different kind of bow that we've seen so far. Wasn't there a guy up here? Oh, yeah, right here. Give me your life, good sir. I would very much not like to use my potions if I don't have to. Yep, just give me all that. Oh, Arthur has a memory? Okay, we'll have to set up a bonfire here in a second. Oh, yes. Give me all the stuff. All the stuff. Alchemy station. Yeah, I guess we'll make a bunch more potions. Might as well. We're here. We'll get some levels for it. Okay, let's speak with Arthur. Tell me what the Horn of the South was like in your time.
Ah, the Horns of the South. The crown jewel of these lands. We had barely laid the foundations of Tainted Grail when Seawall and his men had already built a lighthouse, eager to guide our ships to them. He always had a competitive spirit. Of course, it helped that he took every sailor from the homelands with him, along with a handful of knights, so they could learn from one another. And thus, the Keepers of the South were formed. I decreed that every sworn keeper would stand as an equal to a Knight of the Round Table. I doubt they still honor that law. But I am glad to see the keepers grown. In my time, there was only a lighthouse and barracks.
This King's Road has clearly seen better days.
I suppose it has. A pity it has become a hunting ground for bandits.
Yeah, okay. I think there's a bounty here that we can pick up.
Let us walk this path and make me whole again. I will restore this island to the glory it deserves, the King's Road included.
So does doing that get us anything? Doesn't look like it. I guess it's literally, yeah, our whispers go down. I guess it literally just is kind of getting some extra lore from Arthur. Oh, those look pickable. Those also, yeah, I was gonna say those look pickable. That looked like a Astarion for a second. And I've already gotten that. Shh, shh, shh. I hear them. There's one guy over here. Shh, shh, shh. Shh. He won't hear us coming until we poke him in the butt. Nice. I'll just take everything you have. We're pretty close to town, so if we get too full, we can just sell everything. Ooh, a sharpening stone, very nice. Oh, that's the spell I'm hearing. I was like, we're not near water, are we? Isn't there another guy up here? Oh, yeah, he's up there. God, man, I gotta get my sneak better. Oh, looks like my keyboard's still doing that funky thing. Okay, last I saw... Yeah, he's turned around. Here we go. Butt poke? Okay, well, I guess that was more of a dingus poke. I don't think he would like that very much. Oh, goodbye, good sir. Au revoir. I know I wouldn't like a poke like that. The old skewer to the dingus. Okay. Ooh, a letter from a shady merchant. Pay attention, you morons, because my patience is running thin. I need a hangman's noose, an ogre's right toe, and a couple of drowner tongues. And trust me, I can tell the difference between a drowner tongue and a dead horse's tongue because I, unlike you, am not a complete idiot. If you try to swindle me one more time, our deal is over. And stop asking for money up front. You bring me the goods, you get the money. That's it. End of story. You can bring me the hangman's tongue, though. Might be useful. Huh, so perhaps there is a merchant awaiting some stuff from us. Or, I said merchant. I don't know why I assumed he was a merchant. He's very likely not a merchant. Give me that blood. Give me that blood, boy. I want to see you bleed.
I'm not giving up yet.
I want to see you bleed. Hut!
Something's not right.
Bye.
I will bleed you.
Not if I bleed you first. Oh, there's a coin purse up here. Can I how do I get the alcohols? I want the alcohols. That's just rude. Don't tempt me with a good time. And then not put out? Ooh, 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 ooh. Hang on. Fingerless Calm. Oh, this is the thing on the map that I didn't know what it was.
Stay focused.
Oh, this guy's strong. Okay, let's bleed him up.
What's that supposed to
Let's start burning him. Oh, I missed. Ah, oh my...
I'll make you pay for that.
Okay, definitely getting the bleed on. Man, this is a tough arena fight him in. This is pretty small.
This is going to hurt.
Oh my goodness.
Your wealth is ours.
Oh, I'm dead.
That fool.
Oh, I bet this is one of the bounties. I bet this is one of the bounties. Oh, this is a pretty good spot to put us. Still can't pick that up though. That is not what I wanted to do. Just minimize everything. What is the quick what's the quick button to just save? I guess there isn't one. I was thinking that was gonna be quick save, and it just completely dropped all my screens.
Someone's out there. This is my lucky day.
Okay, let's get this boy burning.
You'll regret this.
Actually, he seems pretty tough to burn.
This is my lucky day. This is my lucky day.
Oh. Ow.
This is my lucky day. Your wealth is ours.
Yeah, I gotta be careful about using my single target attacks. I don't have a lot of endurance. Don't you even think about healing.
Making me
No! Didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Oh, what do I have? Do I have any potions that I can pop? Max health, mana, and stamina. Oh, you know what? Let's also code our weapon. Yeah, so let's do that. And then let's pop a rejuvenation potion.
That's all you've got.
Oh, is this guy immune to poison?
I've taken
I was out of stamina.
blows.
Yeah, he wasn't poisoned. So let's do this instead. So let's actually go for bleeds. Oh, it's not a coating. Wait, that's so weird. Ah, I see. I thought it was a coating on the weapon. Oops. Oops. Maybe let's not have a fight up here, huh? maybe this isn't the best spot for a fight.
Someone's out there.
Okay. Let's go ahead and poison this guy.
Making me angrier. This is my lucky day. Your money or your love?
Oh, God, he almost got me on that backswing.
You made a big mistake.
Ah!
I'm not beaten yet. That's supposed to work.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, shit, he got me in the back.
You're in for a world of hurt. You're in for a world of hurt.
God, man.
This is my lucky day. Your money.
Come on, come on. We got this.
This is my lucky day.
Oh, shit.
You're no match for our band.
Don't you dare fall off. I need stamina. 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 Pop the potions. Oh, we got him. Oh, yes. Oh, we got him. Yes. Give me all your goodness. You dick. Oh, that was a struggle. Oh, man. Man, so fights... Okay. So I want to make a correction, or I want to make an adjustment to something that I talked a little bit about in my first impressions video. And that was my concern about bosses. I have a problem with my headphones. I can't hear you. Yeah, no, I can read. So I had a concern about bosses, and that concern was specifically about the Necromancer, which is part of the main storyline. We haven't gotten there yet. And my main concern there was that bosses were just going to be a big old stamina fest. Because with the Necromancer, there's basically the Necromancer and then two enemies, right? And I was just slashing around, running out of stamina, and it was a bit tough because I couldn't really get away because there were fireballs, and then I couldn't really, like, pull the mobs away, fight them, and then fight him, because then he'd just keep respawning mobs. And so I was a little bit concerned. I totally just forgot that I have an ultimate as well. Anyway, this fight actually had mechanics that I'm very, very happy about. You know, he had the daggers, which if we got too far, he would throw those and we have to sidestep. And then not only does he have the attacks, but if we ran past him, he actually had a mechanic where, like, if he swings forward at you, he'd actually use that momentum and swing backward. So you actually have to get, like, kind of far away from him. You can't just go immediately behind him because he will actually spin around and hit you from the back. So that is super cool. I'm actually very happy that we fought this boss, and I kind of made that realization now. We got to make it day. So that's a really pleasant thing for me to discover. And so that gives me a lot more positive feelings about the game. I've already, you know, since playing the first time, the first couple hours, you know, I'm definitely, you know, I definitely like this game quite a bit. But just seeing that kind of puts me in a, you know, in a slightly, like, if, for example, if I was like at an 80% positive, arbitrary number, not saying that this game is like an 80% positive or anything like that, but if I were like 80% positive, that now pushes me at like the, you know, 85. So I'm just very happy to see that, like, bosses are potentially going to actually have, like, mechanics that we have to work around. Oh my god, there was a bunch of stuff there. Okay, so boots, unfortunately, they are a little bit lighter. So even though they're a little bit worse, I am going to put those on just to give us a little bit of breathing room there. Soulstone. Charge a soulstone with each kill. When fully charged, soulstone is destroyed and fully heals players' health and mana. Huh. No, this armor is still the best one we have, I think. Yeah, I think that's still the best one we have. Increase crit chance by 3%. Are we going to move past this thorn helmet? I like the crit chance. We're doing so much damage. I don't think I necessarily need the thorn helmet, and that gives me a lot of reprieve for if something else comes along the way. Yeah, something like this. This makes up for that armor deficit. And it looks pretty cool. All right, sick. I'm okay with that change. This gives me something a little bit more proactive too versus reactive. Okay, we need to make a bunch more health potions. I just used a ton in that fight. Nice. We got a bunch of better health potions too. Yeah, I also have to remember about my ultimate when it comes to hard fights. I kind of forgot that I had that whole fight. That would have helped out a lot. And this is where we came from. Okay, so we've cleared this whole area, or most of the area at least. Deer! Let's see if we can get down there. Get that deer. Hey! Hey, Mr. Deer! Hook in the butt. Hey, we got that antler fragment. Nice. Ooh, there's some creepies up there. So where does that lead? Oh, that would lead us back to the... God, I keep doing that. This would actually... It looks like this actually leads us back to the beach. Oh, are these... I think these are... I think these are the bounties. Oh, yeah, the giant... Okay, that's why I had never seen that before, because we just picked that up. So, yeah, let's follow this road, and that should bring us back. Although I did want to see Blood Lake. All right, let's go to that Blood Cave first. I want to see what's in there. Yeah, there's definitely some weird physics going on with those guys. Am I going in the right direction? I am going in the right direction. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some of our health back first. Can also get some more monster blood. Which I don't know what we necessarily need that for yet. Actually, let's get him bleeding first. We can loot a blood clot? That's disgusting. That's so gross. Meanwhile, let's go swim in the lake of blood. So how on earth is this not going to be underwater? Under blood? How is that going to work? Ah. Oh, I don't think it works like that. But, okay. Ugh. Oh, those are not alive. Holy crap. I was like, that is way too many. Are you a good boy or are you a bad boy? Oh, you're a good boy. Okay. Mallory.
Be here. This is no place for the living. Poor sod. I pity you.
Who are you?
I think my name was Mallory.
Was.
I wandered in search of meaning until one night a very special dream came to me. In that dream, a beautiful, towering flower whispered to me, "You will find me if you want me in the garden." And so I resolved to seek that place. This is what I found. From the rain to the gutter.
The garden?
I suppose it's what lies beyond those ever watching, ever listening doors. They wait for our next move. Soon, it will all be decided. When we finish our little conversation, all will be set in motion.
Oh, interesting. Well, we can't do either of that. What does it mean?
That's a good question, but I do not know the answer. I've grown weary too much time spent in a loop of nasty thoughts.
What is this place?
You should not ask me. The Druids created this place. They called it the Hall of Trials, as they sought to find a worthy pet for themselves.
Are these druids not like your nature-loving, turn into bear and roll around in a field druid? They're like blood druids?
I doubt they expected such an outcome themselves.
Why don't you just leave?
I cannot. I am bound to it for eternity.
That sucks.
The slaughter has come to pass. A foul affair. Brutal beyond measure. Many lives reduced to one. Just me. All on my lonesome. Humans have a rather dreadful tendency to descend into madness, especially when forced to live among others in a cage like that one.
How many of you were here?
You could try counting. I grew tired of that long ago. We slaughtered one another until, after countless hours, I awoke from the frenzy, only to find there was nobody left to kill. Poor Alice and Edan.
Alice and Edon?
Those were the last two I killed. Those two I remember most clearly. Their bodies lie somewhere over there. It's staggering, isn't it? How many good lives have been wasted in this wretched place. Perhaps we should finish our conversation. There's no point in dragging it out anymore. If I could ask you one thing, try. Just
Are you gonna
try.
ambush me right here?
I truly wish to leave this place for good.
Yep. Oh, he's got a crazy lunge, and he knocks me down. Oh my god, dude. Okay, hang on, hang on. And he dodges us? Okay, let's start burning this guy. Dude, your shield is mighty annoying. Oh my god. Alright, our one-handed is definitely more effective. Ooh, bloodstains the circle. What was that? Oh, right here. I discovered a passage to a mysterious place in a lake. Wind Charger man named Mallory challenged me to a duel and lost. With his defeat, the passage to the next part of this place now stands open. Alright, let's track this. Wait, is it being tracked? Oh, there we go, there we go. A weird changed man. Parrying sword. Oh my. Oh, he got some sweet gear on him. Okay, let's. God, this is freaky. Okay. Let's take a look at the gear he gave us. Okay, we need a lot of stats for that, and we are not built for it. Yeah, we are not built for any of this. But he also gave us a weapon. A parrying sword. Requires 3 dex. Successful parries deplete 101% more of the attacker's stamina. Seems pretty good. We're not really doing any parrying, though. Oh, Shadow Blade. Multiply sneak damage by X2? Does this look cool, though? I mean, it looks fine. I suppose, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be doing a parry build by any means. So there's really no sense. Okay, let's continue on. Huh, there's flowers down here. I'm hearing some stuff off to my right. Oh, frick, there's a wisp. Am I supposed to actually fight this thing? Oh, okay, they're easy to kill. Good, 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 good. The last, like, wisp that I fought was in Oblivion Remastered, and if you don't have, like, a particular weapon... Oh, the cobwebs! Nice. Okay, we need those. And if you don't have a certain weapon, you just can't deal damage to them. Weird stone ore. I wonder what we're going to use this for. Oh, there's a path underneath. Okay. Milkweed.
Where could Bridewin be? Why is he not among us?
Who is Bridewin? I wonder if Bridewin's the guy we just fought. Oh, and we can go up too. Okay, first let's collect everything here first. Okay, so let's go up in this area first, and then we'll go under the center column. Oh, nice. Okay, so we can make some more health potions. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to do that. Oh, am I over encumbered? I am. Oh, I guess that makes sense. I picked up a couple, like, really heavy armor pieces. Yeah, and I picked up, like, all that stuff. Okay, that makes sense. Hard. We can get this. Shit. We can get this. Oh. Nice. Weird meat. Huh. Wonder what we use weird meat for. Druid's friend. Grants mana shield for a certain period of time. Oh. Nice. Okay, a lot of good stuff there. Small glass bottle. We'll get the milkweed, grab the root. A lot of alchemy stuff here. Nice, a couple bases. The king is dead. He should be. That would be the natural order of things, but now, each stone we place in this garden reflects a truth we are unwilling to face. This ugly thing that happened has shattered the fragile shell of our beliefs, exposing the raw, festering wound of our ignorance. We claim to understand humanity, but now I wonder, are we not simply echoes of a lost purpose, desperately clinging to illusions of meaning? We must rediscover our understanding of our place in this world. Ooh, a wish gem. Increases max mana by 15. And we got another soulstone. Notes on the Seekers. Humanity is a burden, not a gift. The Seekers enter with hope, but I wonder, can they retain what they seek? With each passing week, more of them arrive. Alice, Mallory, Samuel, Balak. It's fascinating to observe them, fascinating to know that some strange yearning for something more is drawn to our hidden place. So, he was once a keeper. Did we know that? Did we know he was a keeper, or did we just kind of assume?
There is no me. There is no us.
There is no me, there is no us. Oh, there are enemies down here. I can't see them, though. Oh, what are you? Yeah, get away from me. You ugly. You big ugly. Let me poke you in your butthole eye. Nasty. Yeah, I don't even... Is that him right there? They're all talking about this Pridewind fella. Acquires Pridewind's seal. Oh, can I put a bonfire down in here? Cannot be placed in this area. Okay. Oh, there's a ghosty boy up there. I just saw a ghosty boy. Yeah, there's more wisps. Which is actually fine. I actually need those... Oh, is this a secret area? Yeah, so... These druids have got to be like blood druids. Oh, lots of nice stuff there. Locks mana at 100% for 10 seconds. Revives after death? That's pretty nice. What's up, butthole man? Yep, I'll just take some of that life from you. You're not gonna need it here in a second. There we go. Like I said, you don't need it. A blood trinket. For the next 60 seconds, restore 100 health. And then something, something, something. Ah, frick. Oh, this guy has hyper beam. This guy's using butthole hyper beam. Oh god, there's a butthole behind me. I didn't think he was actually gonna kill me. Thought I had time to suck some of his blood. Okay, we're not too far away. We just got a sneaky butthole over here. Yeah, who got behind me? Yeah, where... Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm your tits! Calm your tits! Jeebus! Jeebus Christmas. Slow your roll. That's right, you run. Where'd he go? Oh, I didn't even kill the hyper beam butthole. Man. Man. This game looks cool. This game is cool. God, I switched up my potion. All right, there we go. Yeah, no, this game is great. If you're a fan of anything, if you're a fan of any of the Elder Scrolls games, but you want something a little bit darker and a little bit more modern in its systems, this game is really good so far. And honestly, so my opinion has changed a little bit. So I got to play the 1.0 a little bit early, and initially I was not entirely sold on the combat, to be completely transparent. A lot of that had to do with the boss fights that I had done. They were very, very stamina focused. But the more I play and the more bosses I discover, the more kind of mechanics that I'm finding boss fights having. So, like, for example, earlier we just had a bounty fight. So there are bounties you can have. You can go, like, find bandits in the wild, guys that have, like, a high bounty on them. And this one that we found had a couple different mechanics. So, first of all, he was just kind of a normal sword fighter. If you got too far away from him, he'd start throwing daggers at you, which doesn't seem like much, but it's something. It changes up the pace. But what was really big is, so you were on, like, this big, like, castle wall, like, fort wall, kind of. So it's pretty narrow. If you dodged to either side, you could fall off and die, which I might have done a couple times. So because you can't really dodge to the side of him, you kind of had to dodge past him. But what happened is, so basically if he attacks you, you dodge past him, you're kind of like right behind his back, right? You're not like too far away from him. And so what happened is he attacks you from the front, and then if you dodge behind him, he'd use that momentum and swing around and hit you from the back, which was really cool. So you kind of had to play around that too. So this definitely has some more combat mechanics than something like the Elder Scrolls games, where a lot of it kind of just comes down to just hacking away. Like, this guy's got a beam on him. There we go. Just blast him. Oh, they're all kind of saying the same stuff. There's a lot of quality of life features this game too, from the kind of Elder Scrolls kind of formula. So for example, a big plus that I've found so far is the stash mechanic, which, you know, Elder Scrolls has. Like, you can put stuff in barrels, chests. You can put it in a house if you buy a house. But if you want to craft anything, you then have to go, you know, get your stuff and then craft it with it in your inventory. In this game, anything that you have in your stash will just allow you to craft with it. So, like, if I find an alchemy table and I want to craft, like, health potions, all the stuff that I'm crafting with right now, or most of it, I should say, is actually back at main base. But the game just treats it as though I still have it on me, which is really convenient and really helpful, especially when you have to take in weight into consideration. So there's kind of a lot of stuff like that that's really, really nice. What is that? I mean, you're friendly. Oh, Pridewind.
Grim moment this is. I had hoped that poor wretch Mallory would be the last unfortunate trapped by the farce we created.
By the farce? Is it open world and is there level scaling? I don't know about the level scaling. The way that it seems to me, but I'm not entirely sure, is that enemy levels are kind of set. I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me on that. The only reason I say that is because there are certain bosses that are like much higher level than you at the start of the area. So to me, that kind of implies like they're saying, hey, here are bosses that you can eventually fight, right? It's not like the entire area is all just like level 1s and they're easy, and then you get to the next area, they're all level 2s, like, you know, arbitrary numbers here we're talking. So there's actually enemies that are like very high level that will like one-shot you, and then you can kind of like continue on, come back and fight them. So in that sense, to me, it wouldn't really make sense to have level scaling like that or enemies scaling with you. But it is open world. From what I understand, there are 3 zones, so we're still in the first zone. I'm not sure how the zones work, but yeah, it's completely open world. So if you've played any Elder Scrolls games, this really is, it's basically like a grimdark Elder Scrolls game set in like an Arthurian, like King Arthur setting. Who are you?
Of course, I should feel obliged to greet you at the very beginning. My name is Prydwen.
Oh, Prydwen.
I'm the last druid in this garden, and its last living creator.
What is that place?
I know what this place used to be, but now the garden is tainted.
Yeah, I can see that. You're all
pretty
tainted.
This is the answer to the meaning we've been searching for.
What kind of meeting?
The first resurrection of Arthur shattered our understanding of the eternal cycle. It was beyond our comprehension. We needed to take a step back, and for that we needed a place of peace. The idea of a garden reminded us of the quiet murmur, and so we created the garden. We really believed that we could reinvent humanity in a world like that.
Did you find your answers?
Not in the way I expected, but yes, I have found the answers. The source of our doom is humanity itself. It's an infinite jest and the perfect tragedy of our lives. That which makes us human is a hindrance that complicates everything. We never truly know what we are or the nature of our lives until we succumb to corruption. Whether it is born of madness or the weirdness, the result remains the same. Only then does everything begin to appear as it truly is. This place is like a terrifying mirror, and so it will remain, unless something is done to change it.
Oh man, I can't. Man, so many dialogue options are locked for me. Do you pick class to start, or do you find piece together? You definitely piece together a build. It is so. What I'll say is it's a little bit more restrictive than the Elder Scrolls system. It's honestly so the class building system. I would say it's almost kind of a combination between Elder Scrolls and Dark Souls. The game itself is not really a anything close to Dark Souls, but the leveling works in a sense where you're going to be able... So there's 2 different ways that you can level stats. So basically, you have like all your individual stats, like one-handed, two-handed, magic, crafting, all that kind of stuff. So as you use those skills, you'll get levels there, and then once you get a certain amount of those levels, you get an overall character level. And then from there, you can put in two different things. So there's 2 things. When you level up, you get 1 point in just your attributes, those being your typical ones: strength, dexterity, a spirituality, which is basically magic in this game. There's perception, there's practicality. So one of the, I think perception is like crit damage, sneak damage. It's more of like the rogue style stuff. And then endurance, which is like more health, more stamina, stuff like that. That will kind of tune your build, because the way that equipment works in this game is that you're going to have stat requirements for gear, but it's not hard requirements. So, for example, if you pick up a short swords, just like a base short sword, is going to require 3 strength. But that does not mean that you need 3 strength to use it. What it means is that if you're underneath the threshold, or every weapon has like, or every piece of gear, excuse me, because armor is the same way, has like a base stat. So let's just say, for example, that a short sword has 10 base damage, and you need level, let's say you need level 6. Yeah, it just came out 40 minutes ago, actually. And so let's say you need 6 strength to use that short sword and it has 10 damage. These are just arbitrary numbers because they're easy math. So if you have 3 strength, for example, I don't know if it would do 50%, but it would reduce the effectiveness of that weapon by a certain percentage that you're underneath stats. So like if you need, you need 10 strength, but you only have 6, or if you need 6 strength, but you only have 3, instead of doing 10 damage per hit, it might only do 6 or 7. So it's not like a hard stat system, like something like, I think Dark Souls or Souls games work that way, where you can't actually equip the gear unless you have the stat. So for example, like I have a few pieces of gear, I think on right now, that technically I can't wear, so they're less effective. Also, if you don't have the stats, this is the big one. If you don't have the stats and gear has any kind of enchantment on it, that enchantment won't be active unless you have those stat requirements. So there is some building that way. There's also a skill tree that you can do, or multiple skill trees. So for example, in like the strength category, there's separate skill trees for one-handed, two-handed shields, or not shields, excuse me, one-handed, two-handed, unarmed, and then there's one more. So there's like different trees that you can kind of spec into that'll give you different passives, which it's really nice. And the trees aren't too big, so it's not like you have to like conceptualize like 100 different nodes for each weapon type or each like crafting type. They're very easy to keep track of. And then you can also node them up. So for example, I think like the first one-handed one is like one-handed weapons deal 10% additional damage. You can put like 2 or 3 nodes into it. So if you want to do that node multiple times, you can also do that as a way to kind of arbitrarily expand the tree. It's really nice. It's pretty simple. It's simple, but there's enough to like build your character. And when you start, you don't have to like pick a class, but what you'll do is through the story, someone will ask you like, what's your background? And you can pick like, oh, I came from the military, or I was hunting, and whichever one you pick will give you additional levels in certain skills. So for example, you pick the army, it's going to give you additional stats in heavy armor, one-handed weapons, two-handed weapons, stuff like that. So it'll kind of point you in a direction of a build, just because it gives you additional levels of certain stats. Because of course, the higher a single stat is, so for example, if your one-handed weapon is higher than your two-handed weapon stat, you're going to deal slightly more damage with one-handed weapons. Is there anything that can be done?
What has already happened cannot be undone. There is only one thing left to do, to bring it to an end.
How can that be done?
There is a sealed gate. Beyond it lies something that must be destroyed.
We're very good at destroying stuff.
Or not. The choice is yours.
Oh, we will face it.
That to be your path, then here, take the seal.
I've reached the heart of the Guardian Priedwin, a druid. He has asked me to slay the terror born from the slaughter of the halls of trial. Oh, the seal. Okay, so now we can do this fight. Okay, let's see how this goes. Yeah, now I'm very excited for boss fights, because like I was saying before, I was a little bit hesitant with boss fights before. They seemed like they were just big stamina fests, but the past couple bosses I fought have actually had mechanics to them. Okay, I'm gonna save right here, so that way I can just spawn in right here. Okay, let's see how this goes. What even is the terror? Is it a monster, or is it going to be another... Oh, it's another Weirdborn. Oh my god, it's Ghost Rider. Oh, frick, dude, he summons? Hang on. Hang on. Oh my god. Okay. So, as I was saying, the bosses are much better than I thought they were initially. Okay. So, let's go ahead. What do I have here that I can pop? Do I have anything? It's all just like health. I have rejuvenation. Yeah, inventory is definitely nice. Oh, we can also sort quality, price. I wish I could sort by type so that way I could do like all my healing stuff first. Causes berserk. Damage dealt and damage take. Oh, no. Oh, what health potion do I have equipped? Do I have my baby health potion? Okay, yeah, I have my baby one. Yeah, let's do the big one. Let's do cabbage rolls here. So I think I'm probably going to do my rejuvenation potion. Let's go ahead and create another save, so that way I don't have to swap that all around again. Let's start my health regen. Good lord. Stop sneezing fireballs at me. Okay, gotta be careful. I'm out of stamina. Man, why can I... Oh, I'm out of dodges. I'm out of dodges. Ow! God, man. Oh, man. There's so much dodging here. Okay, I wonder if... Oh, God, I'm not even close. I was going to say, maybe I can put myself into light armor and get an additional dodge. I think instead what I need to do... Yeah, I gotta put on the All-Mother's Amulet, so in case I die, it revives me. I don't know how to tell if this is charged or not. Yeah, so example right here, right? Like, I don't have 3 endurance, so normally this would give me 2 armor, but it only gives me 1.4 since I don't have the required stats. Same thing here. Okay, so I do have the potion working. Okay, let's get my regen going. Let's give this another shot. Okay, big jukes. Let's keep that dot on her. Okay, we keep our health up. Okay, got to keep our health regen up with that food. Okay, we'll stay kind of far away, so that way we have some range. Oh. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Keep the bleeds active. We lost our bleed. I walked into that one. Nice! Sick. Does she not drop anything? I guess she doesn't drop anything. Oh, man. That was... Man, the dodging... So the dodging is weird because, like, she would put it kind of where you were going. So I almost had to, like, kind of walk in direction and then just juke her the other way. Oh, that was a fight. That was easily the hardest fight that I've done so far. Okay, I guess we just keep on walking down. Yeah, so I think unlike... Well, so clearly there were a lot of mechanics there that were much different than playing like an Elder Scrolls game, but I think more so this game definitely rewards there's a little bit of Witcher going on here. There's definitely incentive to prep before fights. Because, like, obviously, so we have our health potions. So there's 2 different ways you can heal. There's health potions and then there's food. And food re-heals you over time. So there's actually some benefit in, like, prepping some food, eating food before a fight, eating, you know, like that potion that we had before the fight. Is this a better spell than the one we have right now? Oh, and spells also have 2 different versions. So unfortunately, we don't have the stats for this. There's a light cast, which is just single tap, and then there's a hold or a channeled. So in this case, oh, this is really expensive. Yeah, so the way that the stats work, right? Here's like a really good example of what I was talking about before. So this requires 5 spirituality and 5 endurance. And you can see in the white numbers is the base value, right? So this life transfusion does 7 to 9 damage base, whereas blood transfusion, which is what I have equipped, that I was using that whole fight, has 3 to 4 damage base. But because my stats are lower than what's required, the damage goes way down. The health cost. So it costs health to cast. Oh, this is different. So rather than costing mana, it costs health. But if you channel it, you gain back health per second. So in this case, if we had the sets, it would get back 6 health a second. But because our stats are too low, it's only going to give us 2 health per second, versus our heavy cast is getting 3. But it costs way more mana. Yeah, so the difference is that this does a lot more damage, but also costs a lot more. So unfortunately, we can't use that, which is a little bit too bad. Oh. Wow, they hid that really well. They hid that really well. All right, so was that so that was the quest, right? The abomination has been vanquished, perhaps Pride. Oh, we got to go talk to Prydwen. Man, I will say, just based off that one fight alone, my initial impressions, I think I might have to make another video addressing all the stuff that I've learned after playing, because like 4 hours is quite a bit of playtime, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of stuff that I've kind of corrected my opinions on based on playing the game more. Boss fights is the big one. I have.
You reek of blood.
Sure do.
You reek of purification.
Literally, to get here, I just swim in a lake of blood.
And set the fate of the garden on a new path. So, peace will come sooner than I expected. Now, at last, I shall have quiet and slumber. Let the flower bloom in all its beauty, and die as it was always meant to. Thank you, Seeker.
Oh, a winged spear. Game seems so much better than the Elder Scrolls swap. Yeah, so you know, it's interesting. I think that there are, well, like any game, I think that there are systems that I prefer in one game over another. The way that I feel about this game, I think this game kind of feels to me, weirdly, you could say either like an Elder Scrolls 4.5 or 5.5. And the reason that I say that is depending on where you put Oblivion Remastered. Do you count Oblivion as Remastered as Elder Scrolls 4 or Elder Scrolls 6, right? Because it's right after, it's technically after Skyrim. Because like in terms of visuals, I think Oblivion Remastered blows us out of the water. I think Oblivion Remastered is really nice looking. That being said, you know, this game is not made on a AAA budget. It's actually kind of an indie studio. I think this might only be their first. I think this is their first game. It's like because the studio that made this just makes video games. And I think they wanted to take their IP and move it. I know there are other Tainted Grail games. I don't know if there are other Tainted Grail video games, though. Increases physical damage by 100% when below 50. Wow, that is good for us. Wow, that is really good for us. That is so much better than this spear. That is insanely good for us. Oh, crap. It's two-handed. Shoot. Shoot. Okay, it might not be 100% better for us. God dang it. Oh, well, it puts us in this position that when we're out of mana, we can swap to this. Huh. All right, we'll figure out a way how to work that. Huh. Man, I was so hoping that was one-handed. I kind of figured it couldn't be, though, because the damage on it. That was a lot of damage packed onto that. All right, that was cool. That was a sweet area. We already collected that. All right, so let's make our way out here. Can I grab that? No, it's a big sword that I can't pick up. All right, let's go for a swim in the blood. Swim in the blood. Okay, let's set up our new quest to follow here. So I think, yeah, so all the, okay, so all those are just kind of the bounties. We're eventually going to go here, but we're not going there yet. The Prior might be interested in this discovery. I don't know where this would be. And then we'll see if we can complete that. Can I untrack? No, I have to always be tracking something. There we go. That's fine. Okay, so unfortunately it is it night? Yeah, it's night at this point. So let's go ahead and set up camp. Oh, it's actually morning. So I'm not sure if this fuel, I think that is also going to be used for fast travel. So I'm not gonna fuel this up yet. So we have 3 points. We got a lot of levels down there. Now, was it? Let's see. What stat did I need for this? It was dexterity. Oh, and we already have 2, so we can put 1 point into that, which will negate any debuffs that we're getting there. Man, unfortunately, my endurance is really low. But, like, do I want to... Because, like, I kind of want to be focused in something first. The question is, do I want to put it into spirituality or do I want to put it in strength? I think I'm going to put it into spirituality. Because to use stronger spells, I'm going to need some spirituality. And it looks like I might also need... I forgot which one it was. I think it might have been perception that I needed. Movement, attack speed, parry. So I was building... Yeah, we were building into this for statuses. Oh, we definitely want the potent poisons. So that way our bleed and burn deals more. Although we really haven't found a way to deal better burn, though, is the thing. Let's maybe go back into one-handed. And then I have 1 more point to spend. Yeah, let's go for debilitating blows, because I'm not really parrying, so I need a way to stun. And then let's go ahead and cook some food. Oh, you know what I'm wondering about this now? I'm wondering if... So if you're restoring 125 health over 60 seconds, I'm wondering if the way this okay, the way I thought about this, I've fixed it in my head. So the way I was thinking about this is, if you're under, let's say, was it a fixed healing? So like every second, I can't do the math on this fast. Let's say this restored 60 health. Excuse me again. I was wondering if this restores 60 health, does it restore 1 health every second, or does it restore at a faster rate? And let's say it restores 10 health, it pauses, and then 10 seconds later you get hit. Does it heal you up faster? I don't think that's the case. Let's make some potatoes. Yeah, let's make a bunch of these cabbage rolls. Okay. Nice. Actually, let's just cook up the rest. No, I want these. I guess I'll craft these, although those aren't super great. And then let's rest till morning. Get ambushed. Oh, crap. That's right. They're undead here. It's fine. Oh! A thing to dig. I missed this. Oh, it's just a pickaxe. I don't care. Oh, shoot. Did I put the wrong spell on here? I definitely put the wrong spell on here. There we go. Okay. What time are we at? Oh, shoot. My fire went out. Okay. So, where to next? Oh, that's the bounty board. Okay, I was like, what? Where do we want to go to next? Let's check out this area. So let's work our way back down. So we'll go down to the beach. I didn't check out this area. Yeah, because this is where the troll was, I think. And so I wanted to continue down this beach. So we'll continue down the beach, make our way up, bring the bounty back, and then we'll work our way up to Dead as Dreams, I think. I think that's my plan. We've played the full version? Yes, we've been playing the full version this entire time. So anything that's... It's not on YouTube yet. I guess the VOD is. But yes, we've been playing 1.0 this whole time. Actually, that's all I've ever played. I've never played any of the early access stuff. Nope. Awakened Realms was kind enough to ask me if I wanted a key to try it out early. And I was like, yes, please. Yes, please. I would very much like that. And then I started playing last week. And then I was like, I very much would like to play more of this. But I can't exactly play it because I want to stream it. Oh, frick. I'm getting swarmed. Make them bleed. Yeah, now that I think about it, that the spear that we got might not be as good for us until we get something that costs a lot more. Because unfortunately, I'm not going to get the magic bonus. That being said, it does just do a lot more damage. Yeah, I'll have to see how we work this. See how we work this. It definitely feels like it should be part of our kit. But then that's also a two-handed weapon that I gotta figure out how to work in stat-wise. Started playing early today, went to buy some food. When I got home, the full version was released and my start was deleted, so going through the beginning. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. They did... Well, depending on if you saw the post or not, they did say that any progress in the early access was going to have to get wiped for this version. I mean, that happens fairly frequently, I believe, but that does kind of suck. But I think it's just because the builds are probably so different, depending on what version you're playing on. I think the most recent version was, what, 0.9? But are you playing a different build, or are you just redoing the build that you had before? I don't know entirely where we're gonna land. I still would like to fall into some kind of Witcher build. Right now we're kind of more of like a Blood Witcher. Like, we haven't found a lot of control magic. Actually, we've only found 4 spells so far, and they're all just damage spells. I would assume at some point, like, we have summon magic, so I would assume at some point there's going to be some kind of control magic we can use. Oh, hello there, good sir. Oh, you're immune. Of course you are. Let's use our ice magic. We haven't done that yet. Molten Lightning? Excuse me? Decreases stamina cost by 20% while dual wielding. Oh. It's more armor, though. Oh, and we get the cool runes on our hand. Okay, we don't get the bonus, because I don't think that counts as dual wielding. I think dual wielding specifically means 2 weapons. Confirmed. I could see us potentially going with like a dual sword build. We'll see. We'll see what we decide to do. Am I really over-encumbered? Yeah, that garlic over-encumbered me. Sort by weight. Leather breastplate. Okay, so we can get rid of that. Get rid of the boots. Want to keep all of the... You can probably get rid of these now. Hunting trousers. Decrease the stamina cost of dashes while a bow is equipped by 5. We have those on. We'll get rid of just the basic short swords. Get rid of this poignard. That's a weird weapon. We'll get rid of that. All right, we're good here. We get our 10 weight back. We're kind of on our way back to base anyway, so we'll be able to drop off a bunch of our stuff. All right, so we've already been there. We've already dug that up. Oh, those were... Okay, that... that was kind of odd. There we go. Yeah, so there's stuff like that I wish was like actual armor, but I totally understand for, again, I'm assuming that this is... I should probably look it up. Do I have their... Yeah, I do have their Steam page up. Let me just see if they've done anything else. I don't think they have. Wait, this is them as a publisher. I'm looking for Questline. Why do you keep bringing me to Awaken Realms? I guess it's a piece of Awaken Realms. So, like, if I pull up Bermuda Survivor. Oh, they did Bermuda Survivor. Oh, that's cool. And they did Dragon Corpse Arena. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so that's probably why they reached out, because I've already played these other games by them. Okay, so they did do... Oh, Tainted Grail Conquest. Oh, I know this game. Oh, I know the studio way more than I thought I did. Or the publisher. So, okay, so Questline is like a... whatever you would call it. It's like a small piece of Awaken Realms. But it looks like it's this team's first game. And for them to be this ambitious and build a giant RPG for their first game, you know, you got to give them credit where credit's due. And so that's a lot of additional assets that would need to be designed, that would need to be, you know, constructed and rendered. So not exactly surprised by any means that, you know, not every item has an in-game sprite, or not sprite, but model. That's what I'm looking for. Model. God, why are there so many oh, Jesus, what? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. What are these things? Where did you come from? All right, let's start bombing these guys. There we go. Strange toe. Oh, a keeper's tag. Ooh, druidic clothing. Is that anything worthwhile? Increases mana regeneration. Oh, frick yeah, dude. Yep. We are in, and we're still in medium, which is really nice. Okay, we're definitely not looking very witchery. But, that's okay. Oh, I also haven't been wearing my... Oh, we could wear his finger necklace? I didn't even realize that we got that from him, actually. Yeah, let's keep the physical damage. Now that we have all that regeneration, we don't need to increase our max mana. That was a super nice pickup. Can I go up to that rock? Probably not. I'm assuming I'm going to hit an invisible wall here in a second. Because I don't think there's any way I'm making it out to these rocks. I am getting closer to them. I'm off the map. I'm off the map. But they just let me keep going. Okay, so the map is kind of useless. The map does not exactly tell you the boundaries of the game. So my question is then, if they let us get out here, did they actually put anything on this rock? Because, like, otherwise, why put it out here? I guess probably just to be like, hey, this is why ships can't get here. Yeah, no, it seems like it's just a really big rock out here in the middle of nowhere. That looks like a chest right there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to climb this, though. This looks a bit too steep. Never mind. Okay. We apparently have Skyrim horse powers. We just climb whatever we want. But now I need to figure out where exactly I saw that. Okay, we've finally found something that I cannot climb. Skyrim technique, just walk sideways. Oh god. Oh god, I'm so dead here. I'm so dead here. I'm so dead here. Okay, find another way around. Let's see. That's going more down. I might have to go more down to go more up. Because otherwise I think I'm stuck. I can't really go up any further. I feel like one-handed and spell seems so much less... Really? You think it seems less versatile? What makes you think it's less versatile? The fact that you can't, like, block and parry? Because I'll be honest, when I did my first build, I played with one hand and shield. But after playing for a while, I did switch up to one-handed and spell, and I actually like it a lot more. There is stuff out here! Man, that's crazy that they put stuff away. Okay, I can't get that fish for some reason. The blue fishes, for some reason, you can't... Oh, there you go. I think their hitbox is just, like, off. I mean, look how far off the map we are. Like... And they put stuff out here, so... And, like, that was clearly placed. That was obviously, like, put there by somebody. That's cool. But yeah, I've really liked the one-handed spell build. I had a lot of issues getting like blocks, not so much, but parries definitely. I had a lot of issues getting the timing down. It seems like it's really narrow timing. And especially with how the tutorial was showing how parries should work, I kind of like... I kind of expected there to be a little bit more of a staggering effect. And I guess there is if you get it perfectly, but it's so fine timing that, oh my god, look how far I swam, that I just couldn't get it down, so I backed off it. Feels like simply having a loadout of dual-wielding spells and a separate one with two-handed or dual-wield seems better. I could potentially see that being the... I get what you mean. So you kind of like use all your magic and then you swap into, you know, your weapons for when you want parries, when you're out of magic. I suppose it kind of depends on the build you're going for. There's definitely things you can do. So like, for example, oh, wait, is that where where was I? Well, I guess I was more over here. So I kind of missed this whole area. So like, for example, I have some... Well, I just picked up some equipment that gives me a ton of mana regeneration. So that's kind of nice to be like, use your magic a ton, and then once you run out, switch over to one-handed really quick, and then you can pop some spells again. I've just, for me, I found dodging to be a little bit more beneficial than parrying and blocking has. So I haven't really missed it. It's been fine just having a spell equipped. This is not where I was. Yeah, I was still way over here. So okay, I'm just going to kind of ignore you guys for now, and I will be right back. Oh, no, I was right here. So I'm literally where we left off. I guess the way that like I'm building personally after having tried the whole like sword and shield thing. Because, like, I'm not tied to this spear. This spear right now is just the best weapon I have. I would actually prefer to have a sword. Like, what I've found is I don't really like having two spells in my hand, unless I was going to do, like, a 100% magic build. Because, like, for my mind's logic, it's like, if I'm using magic for one spell, why do I want to swap into another spell? So instead, I like having like one base melee weapon that I always want to use, and then if I want to spell swap, I would just swap to that weapon with another spell. So like, oh, the enemy is immune to blood magic. Okay, well, let's deal some fire damage. Oh, they're immune to fire damage. Or we need to like siphon health back. That's kind of how I've been building it. But I totally like. I could definitely see, you know, doing like the dual weapon, and then once you run out of stamina, swap over to magic, or vice versa. Once you run out of magic, then you swap to your melee build. Like, I had a bow equipped for a while. I've kind of fallen off of that. You know, once we get more magic, I'll definitely be focusing more on having maybe some more control spells. I will say that that's one of the things that I did prefer in Oblivion Remastered is the spell hot swapping. I thought was a little bit better. The loadout thing is nice, but it is a little restricting to only have four loadouts available. I would have preferred to have some kind of interaction between the weapon and spell of combining them. Ooh, Dented Knight's Helm. Interesting. Okay, now I'm over encumbered. Yeah, I haven't really found anything like that. The best I've found is this spear. Man, and I wished when I found this that it was a one-handed spear. I didn't read the two-handed, and I was like, this is going to be so good for what we're doing. And then, unfortunately, it's two-handed, which kind of was a bummer. Yeah, there's no way we're wearing that. So I'm still trying to figure out how to kind of effectively use it, if I can effectively use it. A Druidic Shrine. Make an offering of animal parts. Get 5 incoming... Is this permanent? Wait, are these shrines just permanent upgrades? I don't know why I'm looking at this. It's not going to help because I don't know what my stats were to begin with. Where's incoming healing? Is that here anywhere? Huh. It feels like those are just permanent upgrades. If that's the case, I need to find more of these shrines. That's crazy, though. For just one animal part? It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Hey. Hey. How do I get up there? Excuse me. How do I get up here? How do I get up here? Oh, there we go. Some very fine-tuned jumping. All right, now unfortunately we're gonna have to get rid of something else. Oh, do I still have that encumbrance ring, or was I stupid and I put it in my... I was stupid, and why would I do that? Why would I do that? I put it in my stash. Shoes of the Waning Moon. Increases movement speed multiplied by 25% when your mana is below 25%. Increase spell power by 10%. I don't have nearly the stats for that. Okay, let's get rid of this plain... Yeah, we'll get rid of all the plain stuff. There we go. Are you friendly? Please be friendly. I mean, I say that while I just, you know, take all your stuff, but like, you know, were you really using it? A man got lonely. He got lonely. You do know that if you walk like 5 feet that way, there's a city, though. What book you reading? Strong health potion? Oh, dude. Thank you.
Visitors away. Seems like there's no one on this island to hide in peace. Oh well, since you're here, I have an important question. Do you have any food?
I got plenty of food. Who are you?
I promise to answer all of your questions, no matter how annoying or asinine they might be. But first, do you have any food?
Food?
Oh dear. Yes.
What is this dialogue?
That stuff you put in your mouth to make sure your body doesn't wither and die, you know? Fish, meat, vegetables, bread. Oh, some bread would be especially nice. But I'll take anything, really.
Here you go. Let's give him... I don't have any of the beggar stuff. Oh, beggar's fair, yeah.
Thanks. I'll be forever.
It's not very good anyway.
But don't expect much. The only payment I can offer you is seashells, or, you know, access to an infinite well of ancient druidic wisdom. I'd rather you choose wisdom. I threw out my collection of seashells a few days ago after I stepped on them with my bare feet. Much better. Time for a nap. Oh, except you're still here. Oh no, don't tell me you still have questions.
Did you actually answer anything? What are you doing here?
Well, I'll live here, obviously.
Why?
Why not? It's a perfectly good cave.
It's not really a cave. It's more of a... Yeah, it's not really a cave.
Well, it could be better, to be honest. But we can't all live in mansions, can we?
How'd you get here?
The same way you did, I presume.
Are you ever going to give me a straight answer?
I'm giving you truthful answers. That's all you should ever hope for.
I like this man. The truth, but not the full truth. Wait, so what? Did I get anything for that? Who are you?
My name is Drest, and I am...
Maybe we have to ask him all the questions. That's the only thing you can come up with?
I don't understand your skepticism. I live alone in a cave, collect seashells, and occasionally talk to crabs. What else could I be?
Now I'm just guessing here. Druid?
But didn't you know? There are no more druids. The mob rounded them all up, stuffed them into a giant...
Jesus, there's some freaking genocide in this game.
Screams could barely be heard over the roaring flames, but the stench of the burning flesh easily overwhelmed the smell of blazing wicker. Its glow painted the sky in reds and yellows for the entire night.
When did that? Sounds like you were there.
Don't be silly. How could I have been there if I'm here now?
When did that happen?
Some years ago? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Can we change the subject? I'm sure there are more interesting things we could be talking about.
Yeah, so then what's the point of talking to this guy? I guess maybe just for the recipe? Maybe he comes back later for something. Yeah, this is not... Well, I guess it's... That's a loose definition of a cave. If we're being honest, that's a loose definition for a cave. But that being said, we are going to put a pause on the playthrough for now. I gotta go grab some lunch and eat, but I will be back probably in roughly an hour. So around like, well, an hour from now. So like 1:30 Eastern, potentially around the time. It's not set in stone, but we'll definitely be back. Definitely want to play more today. So thank you all, everyone, so much for watching and sticking around. Yeah, see y'all later. Peace.